Alright, so today's crawl did not quite go as I had hoped it would. The car runs great actually, so nothing really wrong with that, but it did have the pin in the front drive shaft pop out. So I'm going to try and apply the fix that people do. They put some heat shrink around this. I'm going to check if I have anything big enough. If I don't, then I'll just leave it as is until I can get some, and just be really careful running this guy around. The other thing is, this gets really hot on top of that transmission. Don't mind the water sounds from my washing machine, but I didn't like how hot this ESC was getting. I could feel it after each drive, so I don't know if this is any better, but this seemed like the next best place to put it, or at least the next flattest place I could put it. So I'm going to try it on top of the battery strap here and just see if that works. Eventually I'll probably want to make my own tray like I did for my SCX24, where I can probably get room to mount both the ESC and the receiver. So here's the transmission extracted. You can see the O-ring actually stayed on, but what must have happened is that it must have gotten knocked loose at some point, letting that pin fall out, because I did find the pin, and then I also found the this little piece of the drive shaft with the CVD on it, and that part was also intact. So I'm just gonna try to put it back together, and like I said, I'll probably take these off and look for some heat shrink to apply there, try to keep that in place. So here are my male ends of my drive shafts. Some heat shrink on there. I did a little bit of trimming because it was not able to rotate freely, so hopefully that stays on. We'll just see. I think anything is better than nothing, so we'll just give these guys a shot, see how it goes. A little bit of an oopsie. I failed to remember that there's another pair on the actual axles of O-rings, so I'll need to cover these up eventually. As of now, my heat gun has run out of battery, so I'll have to wait on that regardless, but I'm just going to get it back together for now and get it ready for crawling again. The next piece of hardware we're going to install is this Endura micro high voltage servo with the Little Guy Racing Parts servo mount. So I cannot speak highly enough of these servos for micro crawlers. I don't know how Endura gets these to be so cheap, but they are easily 1/3 of the price of the next comparable competing servo from AGF RC or OGRC or some of these other brands. Whereas those brands will be $40 to $60. These Endura servos run you about $15. And even better, they're available in a 3-pack on Amazon Prime. This one came in directly from Endura, but I definitely do have some extras on the shelf. So I'm going to mount this guy up. 7 kilogram centimeters, I think, is the unit there, if you run it at the highest voltage at 8.4. But even at 6 volts, it's going to get you 6 kg, and that's easily 3 times the power of, say, an Emax motor or Emax servo. So definitely a huge value here. So here's the Bronco now with the new steering servo from Endura, 7 kilogram, and I've got the Lizard Pro running it at 6.5 volts. You can see how responsive that is. And so there you go. Everything fits great. Didn't have to change the horn or anything. It all fits just fine. Just had to adjust a little bit of the steering trim. But I'm going to tidy up this wiring and we should be good to go. Update on the transmission with the hardware that was stripped out. I was able to pull them out. Well, not pull, but I was able to loosen them and take them out with my driver here with some finagling. But I did find that I had a lot of M2 hardware lying around, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace all of these button heads with these socket heads. Should make for a better connection. And you can see I've already tested the fit for one of them here, and it works great. So we'll go ahead and replace all of those after I change out this motor for the big block. And there we go. That's our big block installed in the stock transmission with the trail gears, and seems to be moving smoothly. Gear mesh is good. Not that there's any adjustment in these transmissions, but everything seems to be working well. So once I get a chance, I'll stick this into the Bronco and have some fun with it.